Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lyrical Breakdown with me, your lady friend Bonnie. And I'm here to provide you with basically some entertainment, I guess, while you're high for a 420. That's pretty much my goal, like last week, this week. Maybe I'll keep doing it for the rest of April, maybe not. I don't know. You guys let me know if you guys want to keep seeing more sort of like stoner type songs, or I can just throw those in randomly throughout the year as well instead of just doing like a chunk. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. So back to the back to the regular scheduled program. We are still doing the grind to 1,000 subscribers. So if you subscribe, if you like any of our channel, anything from our channel, any video, and if you comment on any video, anything that's like a positive or, a constructive criticism or something like that, like a comment that's, shows that you watched our show or, what's going on, that we can interact with you. Then you're entered to win one of three prizes. First prize is a $100 Amazon gift card. Second prize is a $50 Amazon gift card. And third prize is a $25 Amazon gift card. Plus, all three get a to pick anything that you want us to review, and we'll do it. And who is on your review? Anything that you guys want to see, it's your chance. So, and we're almost there. I think by next week we'll have it. So, there's that. And then, so I just wanted to get into the Luniz song. I got 5 on it, which I'm doing this week. I'm kind of excited. It was like a song that I've heard before, but I didn't really know where I'd heard it or how I heard it, and I don't know if I've ever sat down. I've never sat down and listened to the lyrics or anything. That's for sure. But yeah, Holden really wanted me to do this one, and it seemed fitting and appropriate, and it is one of those top 10 songs. If you're on listening to music on 420, it's gonna be one of those songs that you're gonna hear. So I thought I would do it. That's it. This came out on May 23rd, 1995. And Luniz is a duo. It's these two Oakland rappers. And this is pretty much I think their biggest hit. I think it I read somewhere that it I think it reached 8th on whatever Billboard list or whatever it is. Wow, I'm really bad at my research. And it was on the album Operation Stacola. So, it's just some more West Coast kind of 90s hip hop. But this one's mostly just about getting high. So, so let's just get into that right now. Let's have a listen. Right? Yeah, let's have a listen. Oh, and before I forget, if you guys have any requests that you want to see in any future videos for me to break down any songs that you're interested in, definitely leave a comment down below and I'm gonna check it out. That's for sure. That's my bomb back. Suck up the dank like a Slurpee. The serious bomb will make a nigga go to. So yeah, let's get into the intro. People in Oakland, see I'm riding higher, higher. Whoa, kind of broke. So y'all know all I got's 5. I got's 5. So people in Oakland, so that's his neighborhood. Watch him riding higher and higher. So I think that he's saying I think in the industry, he's growing, he's becoming more successful. He's the one to watch. Plus, I think he's also getting high and higher. Weed, obviously. And he's kind of broke. So he'll split. He'll split some weed with you. And he'll give you $5 towards it. And that's basically the whole point of the song, is that he has only $5 to contribute, but he's got to get his weed. And these guys are resourceful, and that's good. So verse 1, we've got Yuck Mouth. Player, give me some brew. I might just chill, but I'm the type that likes to light another joint like Cypress Hill. I steal doobies, spit loogies when I puff on it. I got some bucks on it, but it ain't enough on it. So I get the St. Ides. Nevertheless, I'm hella fresh, rolling joints like a cigarette. So pass it across the table like ping pong. I'm gone beating my chest like King Kong. So, this is just the start of verse 1. Here we have Yuckmouth is saying that, alcohol is fine, but he prefers weed. Will still hang out with you, I guess if you offer him either, I'm sure he'll stick around. So he compares his love of weed and of lighting new joints and lighting them up like Cypress Hill, which is kind of like a shout out to another group that he really likes. They both like, I'm guessing. He smokes the whole thing. Oh, also Cypress Hill, I think also has quite a few pot songs. So I think that, that's also relatable. Okay, so he will smoke the whole thing, like he's stealing it, like he's just kind of he's smoking so quickly. And then he'll have, he's basically going to have a lot of phlegm in his throat, and he's going to be coughing up spit, I guess, from the weed. And I think that's gross. We didn't need to hear that. He put a few dollars towards the weed, but it's not enough. And I guess in his world it never is. So he drinks St. Ides, which is, I discovered is some sort of cheap malt liquor. It seems to be the thing if you're smoking weed and you're broke, I guess. So he's rolling joints like cigarettes, and, I guess that's basically what a joint is. It's, a marijuana cigarette, basically, instead of nicotine or whatever is in there. It's just weed, right? So, okay, so that's what he's doing. He's just making, he's rolling those, even he's making these, great things that look okay, and, even if he's high and drunk. And then the joint goes back and forth like a ping pong ball would, at the, he's kind of comparing it to a game. And he's beating on his chest like King Kong, I'm guessing, because he's coughing so much from the joint, I think that's kind of a funny image. It's on Wrap My Lips Around a 40. And when it comes to getting another stogie, fools all kick in like Shinobi. No, he ain't my homie to begin with. It's too many hands to be popping up. Let my friend hit it unless you pull out the fat crispy $5 bill on the reel before it's history. 'Cause fools be having them vacuum lungs. And if you let 'em hit it for free, you holla dum da dum dum. So he's hanging out with, he's just kind of hanging out and drinking from his bottle. I guess, it was out of beer. I'm guessing his malt liquor. So everyone wants more weed, and everyone's kind of putting in money for it, or he's kind of saying you better be putting money in for it. And he's quick like a ninja, because this guy, isn't, he just wants to make sure that his friend is able to have some too. And he's gonna give it to his friends before he gives it to anybody else. Unless you have money, of course, unless you're putting in on this thing. So, yeah. Then you're not gonna get any more from him, I guess. So he's gonna finish it anyways before you even get a chance. And he has to, because everybody around him has vacuum lungs, so they're all quick smokers, and they're gonna take it all before he even has a chance. So he's no. He's I'm gonna take care of this before any of you guys get it. So heavy on the tokes, I guess. So I guess that's it. If you let people basically take advantage and not contribute to your weed stock, then you're just a sucker. You're dumb. I think that's kind of funny. So, okay, so on to the next. I come to school with the tailor on my earlobe, avoiding all the thick teasers, skeezers, and weirdos. That be blowing off the land like where's the bomb at? Give me $2 and you take a puff and pass my bong back. Suck up the dank like a Slurpee. That serious bomb will make a blank go delirious like Eddie Murphy. Got more growing pains than Maggie cause homies nag me to take the dank out of the baggie. Whew. Okay, so he goes to school, I think basically with like a joint behind his ear, and avoiding like all like the weirdo types, and you know, anybody who would maybe like want to like pounce on him and like get like his weed. So he's trying to avoid, you know, any of those guys because they're just kind of like moochers and they're going to try to take it for free. And then he's kind of like, you know, if you want some of his weed, you have to pay first. And then, you know, he's kind of like, you know, and then he tells somebody to give his bong back. So I guess he's smoking from a bong. And then he takes a toke from the bong and, you know, it'll make you delirious like the famous like Eddie Murphy comedy show. If you've never seen it, definitely check it out. It is on YouTube. You can find it. Yeah, if you haven't seen Delirious, go look. It's very funny. Just watch it. You'll enjoy. And he's in like this red leather outfit from like, I think it's like early 90s or late 80s. Yeah, it's pretty good. So that's the reference that he's making there. And then he references growing pains and the mother, Maggie. And then they get sort of like tied together, Maggie from The Simpsons, like, and then because homies nag me. And so I'm thinking of like Homer. So I'm not sure if it's one or the other or both. And then people are draining him and draining his supply. And you don't want that. So, yeah. So then we have the hook, which is, I got 5 on it. Grab your 40. Let's get keyed. I got 5 on it. Messing with that Indo weed. I got 5 on it. It's got me stuck. Cannot go back. I've got 5 on it, partner. Let's go half on a sack. So he's got $5 towards the purchasing of a dime, which is a $10 bag of weed. And he's splitting it with his homeboy. He's just kind of like, grab your 40 of malt liquor and let's get drunk and high. And he's messing with Indo weed, which is like a strain mix between like indica and sativa, I think. So let's split it because that's it's the only way to get some. I think he's just broke. He can't afford, I think $10 I'm guessing is like the minimum purchase. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's it. So on to verse 2. Here we have numbskull, so it's duo member numero dos. So I take sacks to the face whenever I can. Don't need no crutch. I'm so keyed up till the joint be burning my hand. Next time I roll it in a hampa to burn slow so the ashes won't be burning up my hand, bruh. Hoochies can hit it, but they know they gotta pitch in. Then I roll a joint that's longer than your extension. Ha ha ha. Because I'll be damned if you get high off me for free. So he kind of, it does sound weird, the first line, I take sacks to the face whenever I can. What? You do what with your face? So it isn't what it sounds like. So I think it's just because he smokes so many bags of weed. It's definitely not to do with testicles, I don't think. He doesn't need any crutch, which I guess is sort of like referring to like the part at the end, sort of like a filter, like, like kind of like a cigarette filter, but like a makeshift one for your joint. And then, he doesn't have that. And so that's why it's burning in his hand. Because it's just going to roll right to the end, right? And then next time he rolls, he's going to use a cigar to burn more slowly. And then this way he won't burn himself. So I'm glad that he's learned his lesson here. And he's saying, ladies can have some too, but they have to pitch in just like everybody else. And, I guess it's only fair. And then he'll roll a really long joint, and I guess everybody can have some. And then it's, he's kind of saying it's going to be longer than your hair extension. So I'm guessing she has some hair extensions in. So no lady or man is going to get like high off of his stuff for free. So he's just like setting the rules, like, anybody can have some and we can all share, but you have to show me the money first. So, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's what, it's his right. So, hell no, you better bring that own spliff, chief. What's up? Don't babysit that. Better pass the joint. Stop hitting, because you got asthma. Crack a 40 open, homie, and guzzle it, because I know weed in my stream. And my system's only getting lonely. I gotta take a whiz test to my PO. I know I failed because I done smoked major weed, bro. And every time we with Chris, that fool rolling up a fatty, but the Tanqueray straight had me. So, hell no, he ain't sharing for free, kind of relating right back to the last lyric. If he gives to someone that he knows, he better make sure that he has the next joint so he can share it. He's kind of saying like, well, you can have some now, but I better have some of yours. And then saying like don't babysit, like don't like hold it and like, kind of linger and kind of take care of it, because, you're still smoking it, like just pass it, move it along if you're not working on it. Or whatever it could be a drink, it could be whatever. Don't be babysitting it. Don't like take so long. Stop toking on the joint, he's warning, because his buddy has asthma. So that's nice that he's kind of like, oh, like you should, lay off a bit, you got those bad lungs. And I think that's nice. He does care. So opens another 40 and downs it, because he's running low on alcohol and like the weed misses it in his body. He has to bring his urine sample to a probationary officer. So I'm guessing that he's done something illegal and he has a probationary officer. So I'm guessing he went to jail. But he knows he failed anyways, right? Because he smoked so much weed. And every time he's with his boy, he's saying he gets high. And then, and whenever he's, I guess, he's with his friend Chris, he's rolling up, he's smoking. And, the Tanqueray has gotten to him. So the booze has gotten to him. And Tanqueray is like Dre. So, like, that's like another kind of like West Coast shout out in a way. So yeah, that's that one. So we've got the hook again. I got 5 on it. Grab your 40. Let's get keyed. Da 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 da. So let's get on to verse 3. This is with Numbskull again. Hey, make this right, man. Stop at the light, man. My yesternight thing got me hung off the night train. You fade, I face, so let's head to the east, stroll to the 9-0 so we can roll big hashish. I wish I could fade the 8th, but I'm low budget. Still rolling a 2-door Cutlass, same old bucket. Foggy windows, soggy Indo. I'm in the land getting smoked with my kinfolk. So he sounds like, he's getting a lift home by one of his friends. And he's telling, whoever the driver is, where to go. And I'm thinking that like my yesternight thing got me hung off. I'm thinking that means like maybe his, his lady from last night, he's kind of hung up on her. And, I read somewhere that Night Train is like some really cheap, like wine type stuff, and it apparently gives you like terrible hangovers. So that's what I'm thinking, that like his, he's so like hung up on like this girl from last night. Like I'm not sure. So I mean, if you guys know, but yeah, that was like what I was trying to figure out. So you fade, I face. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So they're heading east. They speed up to drive through like the 9-0, which is apparently like the main street that like goes through Oakland. So they're kind of just like chilling and like they can maybe like see what's going on in their neighborhood and like, maybe they'll see some of their friends. And of course they'll be getting high. And then fade the 8th, and I couldn't find anything conclusive for what that meant. you know, it could just be like faded, like kind of like high and stone and whatever, like it could be like that. So I mean, if you guys know what faded, was it faded to the 8th, I think it is. Yeah, fade the 8th. No idea what that is. So if you guys know, let me know. Especially if you're from the West Coast, I'll take more probably. I'll take your word for it probably better than anybody else. Not that everybody else is going to give me wrong answers. Yeah, so I'm guessing that he's just broke and he's, you know, he's just still driving like this 2-door Cutlass, which I looked it up and it's like a really like ugly kind of car. And it's like the smallest of like the Oldsmobile type cars. And he's just kind of saying like, I'm still driving like this old shit box, like don't worry about it. And like foggy windows because they're either just dirty or they're fogged up from everybody like in the car smoking. And he's got the sticky moist weed. And in Oakland, he's just getting high with his friends and his family, and you know, with his neighbors. You know, he's just being friendly. So I think that's nice. So verse 4, we've got Yuckmouth, been smoked, yuckle spray it, lay it down up in the OAK, the town. Homies don't play, we down to blaze a pound, then ease up, speed up through the ESO, drink the VSOP with the lemon squeeze up, that and everyone's rolled up on the roller. That's quick to fold a blunt out of a bunch of sticky doja. Hold up, suck up my weed is all you do. Kick and feed, cause where I be, we need half like foo. So now I'm not sure whether like this first part of his final verse, like I'm not sure whether to take it in like a killing way or in like a high way. Like I'm not sure. Like been smoked. So for me, like I think of someone getting smoked as like getting like shot at, but like then smoked could also be like smoking. Yuck will spray you, lay you down. Again, that sounds like he's gonna spray you with bullets. Like I mean, this is the first that I'm hearing of any sort of violence. So I don't know, maybe. And then homies don't play around. We down to blaze a pound. Yeah. So, so they mean business in Oakland. They smoke a lot of weed there, I guess. I guess, you know, him and all his friends driving around, you know, and they speed through sort of like the east side of Oakland because they don't, you know, they know that that's like the dangerous side of town. And even like these guys are like, you know, we don't want to mess with that. Like we just want to like, you know, drink our 40, smoke our joints, and like not have any violence, unless this first part of the verse was violent. I'm not clear on that. So, and then the VSOP is apparently very special old pale cognac, which is over 4 years in like the aging process. It has to be like at least 4 years. And so they're putting some like lemon squeezed into that. So, you know, lemon juice, I'm sure. Everyone has their weed rolled and ready to enjoy, and he's like the best and like the quickest roller. And he'll turn like, you know, a whole bag of like weed into like joints, and you know, he can make it into something that you can actually work with. So I mean, I think that he's kind of like a magician in that sense, I guess. So wait a minute, you guys are taking my weed. So he's kind of like, yo, like, whoa, you guys are all like smoking my stuff. Like, that's enough of that. Like, no more. Like, you guys better like pay up because you've taken like way too much. And then he kind of like makes like the fufu is a reference again to an Eddie Murphy joke. So I think it's from Delirious. So from like the first thing that was referenced as well. So he might have like maybe like just watched it or something. Like, you guys should go check it out if you haven't seen it. If it's 420 and you've got nothing else, you know, next on your list, go watch Eddie Murphy's Delirious. You'll have a great time. It's very funny. Yeah, so then we have the hook again, and, you know, I've got 5 on it, grab your 40, let's get keyed. I've got 5 on it, messing with that Indo weed. I got 5 on it, it's got me stuck, cannot go back. I got 5 on it, partner, let's go half on a sack. And that's it. Like, that's pretty much the whole song. So I mean, it's a pretty like 90s song. When I hear it, like I don't know, it brings me back somewhere, but I'm not sure how. Like I said at the beginning, like I'm not really sure how like how I know this song, but I do. So yeah, I mean, it's good. It's entertaining. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's it. I just did it for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you guys have any requests that you want to see, definitely leave a comment in the video, or sorry, in the comments down below. Yeah, I'm looking for. I've got a few like interesting ones to do for like the next like few weeks. Like if I'm not doing weed type songs, but if you guys want to see that, I can, you know, like I said, I can definitely keep to it. If not, I'll throw them in randomly in the summer, probably. So yeah, that's it. You know, I hope you guys are having a, I don't know if this, I don't think this is coming on 420, but it's for 420. So, I mean, if you guys are watching it on 420, I hope you're having a great day and you're staying safe. And, yeah, I mean, put 5 in it, you know, at least, at the very least. That's all I can tell you. It's like, you know, if you guys are going to share, you know, offer to share back. You know, if you can't, you know, give it back, at least give some money towards it. So yeah, so definitely leave me your high tweets on 420 at YLF Bonnie on Twitter, and I would love to see those, you know, or any pictures, or any goofy things you're up to. Definitely let me know. If you are not doing that and you still enjoyed this, you can definitely send me a message as well and just tell me how your day went. I will be at work, so I'm sure I won't be doing anything too wild. So yeah, I hope you have a great day or great night, and like this video if you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye!